Hello everyone, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society. It is Tuesday afternoon, and it's time to play some video games. Let's do it, shall we? Alright, we were getting ready for our next expedition. Let's choose where we're going. Angkor Archipelago is a great choice because we're missing some treasures from there. However, I am aware that the treasures I am missing both require a good rogue. And we don't have one right now, so there's very little chance of doing that. I believe you can also get by with the Tactician, but our Tactician is not the best. Rank 2. We could try for it. I mean, we do have a Tactician at least, and we do have a tool, so maybe that would get us by. And a very good Survivalist would help out. Although, do you have to be rank 6? You might have to be rank 6 Survivalist to get the extra the bypass of some of the late game or late expedition events. I'm not sure about that. I'm a little concerned with doing Angkor Archipelago with this team. Let's see what our other options are. Transylvania is interesting. Lots of status, lots of research, diplomat, beguiler, and quick thinker. We all have. Engineer, not so much. Actually, do we have a diplomat? Yeah, we do. Yeah, right. Hildegard, of course. Okay. How about the Emerged Island? Archaeologist nature challenges, we don't have that. So it is between the Transylvania and Angkor Archipelago. And I really do think I should probably do the Archipelago. There is more opportunity there for getting something new. And of course, it's a place that I've not explored nearly as thoroughly as Transylvania. What do we think? Tactician, Survivalist, Rogue, and Archaeologist. We don't have an Archaeologist. We do not have a Rogue. We do have a good Survivalist. And we do have a sort of Tactician. Now, on the other hand, it is Gold and Status, which are the two that we really like. Tricky decision. Tricksy indeed. You know, one thing we did talk about, though, is we will get a new Beguiler perk if we do Angkor Archipelago, because we will rescue Boba with a clown, and he will give us a new Beguiler perk. And that might push me over the edge toward this. Okay, we're doing it. We doing it. Let's go. Let us go. Here we go. Searching for Bobo the Misadventurous. And there is where he went. For some reason that only he knows. Where... maybe we can get some protection from the ancient stupas. Yes, we definitely want to know where the ancient stupas are. Wow. One of them is very, very far away. Okay. We'll probably run into some more before then. And yeah, sure. You can go away. Goodbye. Some opportunities for some supplies right off the bat, but we don't need supplies at the moment, so we should at least explore a bit first. Nothing there, okay. And nothing there either. But we did unlock an opportunity for some more supplies, so let's go do this Wits challenge, which is really good for us. Maybe they have a mud factory here because it's teeming with priests. They see you and are ready to convert you by larger numbers. You need a clever tactical maneuver to pass them. We cannot do so. So I guess we're gonna run. We will get a free mug, and we will get out of there. It's the dead of night, but the crew is in trouble. A large group of local goons have spotted the crew and are attacking from all sides. The bulk of the attacks are coming from the front, but a group is attacking from the difficult terrain from behind as well. Hojo keeps focused and tells Hildegard to use her Tactician, Quick Thinker, and Naturalist abilities to stop the flanking forces. She is not good at any of those things. In a terrifying rage, Hojo brings many a broom to the face, including one to Hildegard. The goons flee in terror. I'm not done with you, Hildegard. We're going to broom bash Hildegard and do whatever is needed. Wow. Okay. Those two crew members have become rivals, meaning that Hojo gets 5 armor and Hildegard gets Beguiler sense of humor. That doesn't seem... Alright, whatever. And 10% speech power and 15 speech defense. Alright, so she's a decent Beguiler now, but actually just as good as poor Padrino here. Alright, this is probably the most speech capable any character has ever been. 5 levels of Diplomat, 3 levels of Beguiler. There is no speech challenge the Hildegard cannot be suited for, or will not be suited for. Alright, get a few supplies, get back up to 14, and let's head our way back to here, because I would like to grab these supplies that are attached to this nature challenge if we can. Time for a different meal. If you're not going to eat something completely different, Hildegard might go crazy. But Padrino is a good hunter, and he can gather some wild boar. Very nice. And we're back up to 15 supplies. We didn't get much while we were getting those 15 supplies, but hey. Beguiler Astonishing. Very good. We will take that. Yeah, we have found nothing in this whole area that's good for us, but we did get our campfire. So let's take a look at that. Ooh, that is not a good subset of things. I mean, a campaign wouldn't be terrible, but I think I'm going to go for the Work the Wits. 16 encounter tokens is very, very nice indeed. What a spirited debate. The crew members are all using their wits to argue the best use of gold and fame they have collected. Hojo even makes a personal attack in the heat of it all, insulting Hildegard's approach and intelligence. Well, that's nothing new at this point. The argument does widen down and they come to a uniting conclusion, but Hildegard is still a little salty. Hildegard's been salty this entire mission, which isn't exactly her fault. She's had good reason to be, but yeah, hasn't gone well for her considering she is the crew leader. Alright, let's go get some friendly champions, because Rivalo is catching up to us. And we do not want that. Hello, Merlin. What would you like? I would like to sit in your lap, please. You've been gone all day, and then you ignored me and got on the computer. So I am going to rub my nose, my wet nose, all over your arm. And if you continue to ignore me, I will go and dip my nose in the water bowl and then come back and rub it all over your arm some more. Right? Is that a pretty succinct conclusion? Yeah. Don't glare at me just because I figured you out. Yeah. Yes, you know you want pats. Yes, you do. Yeah, there we go. Like, oh, well, okay. If you're gonna pat me, I suppose. It's so hard being Merlin. There is a nice AoE here for party time, perhaps. Yeah, very, very decent AoE indeed. We'll go ahead and do that. If we can get rid of this Master of Trance right away, which will be helped by the fact that excited attacks do give 25 less speech defense. And there we go. And she's weak to confident attacks, it appears. So all of those things added together did let us get rid of that whole group of 3, which is very nice. And we'll just try to finish off... Never mind. I was going to say we'll finish off one with Hildegard, but Hildegard is actually not powerful enough to do so. So she'll just make some headway and wait for the rest of her crew to come back her up. Poor Hildegard. She has not had much luck this campaign at being self-sufficient, has she? Oh good, if we decide we're gonna purr now, I'm showing you just barely enough attention by patting you while I'm talking. I mean, as far as Merlin's concerned, I'm talking to him, right? Yeah, all this talking, this is all for you. You are so special that you just get all the talking all the time. Yes. Yes, you do. I mean, who am I to argue, right? If that makes the cat happy, thinking that I'm talking to him, then, cool. That works for me. Alright, and it looks like we have just one last Master of Trance. Let's get started on her. And we should be able to finish her off pretty easily next turn. Yeah, damage was not very impressive there either, so not too shabby. Alright, and one more. There we go. Okay, now, like I said, we were getting close to Rivalo catching up to us for Friendly Champion. You can see he's only 2 little pips away. So we need to get 3 fights in relatively short order. We'll see if we can manage that. I'm not so sure. Alright, there is a stupa right here. We should take advantage of that while we have the opportunity. And I would like to activate the green Komodo Dragon because that gives us campaign tokens, which are really good for us right now. Encounters are very good as well, but we'll get more campaign, so yeah, 6 campaign. There's one more pip on the Friendly Champion. At this point, our chances to gain that before Rivalo does is actually really low, especially because we don't see any fights, which is a little bit depressing, but we'll have to deal with it. Got some supplies, very nice, and there is an encounter, so we'll go ahead and take it. Oh, and an epic encounter, the Talking Heads. Can we do the Talking Heads with this crew? I'll have to figure that out. We need an archaeologist, which we don't have. We need an athlete, which we don't have. And we need a diplomat, which we do have. So we'd only be able to get one of the heads, probably. We could try to use our tool to get the other one, but if we fail, it really hurts us. Incredibly so. So I may pass on that. Okay, these birds are very, very good against armor, or against aggressive, but not so much against speech. However, we are just slightly out of range to take any of them out. So, let's see here. I guess we'll go ahead and buff Hojo with Padrino. And let Hojo come out here and take one of them out at least on this turn. A little bit of a delay there, but we did get it. We do have Mood Switcher for this one. I'm not so sure how I feel about trying to get Mood Switcher. That could be a little dangerous because it's so important that we get those friendly champion with victories. Not only because of our quests, which we have two for right now, but also because we get extra rewards now for completing friendly encounters from all of our entourages that we spent last time, or bought last time, with all of that status that we had left over. We're getting something like 3 or 4 extra tokens for every encounter we defeat friendly, plus the secret. So that's quite a bit of resources we're giving up if we accidentally don't get a friendly victory here. Even besides the two options we have for it, or the two specialty quests we have for it, or whatever you want to call them. All right. I probably could have saved reaching out on Hojo to briefly switch to aggressive and then very, very quickly switch back to friendly, because reaching out adds 3 pips of friendly, removes pips of everything else. That would have been a way to do it. However, I did not do that, so maybe it's time for a party time? Is it a party time? Sure, party time. Okay. There we go. Just one more bird left. We have not really felt in danger at any point so far in this mission. Our health has been quite good, in fact, which is a little suspicious. None of our characters are overly tanky, so I'm not sure why that is. But I guess because we're being persuasive against devious crew members is mostly it. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Alright, we dealt with the birdies, and there is the friendly champion going to Rivalo. Very unfortunate, but oh well. Do we try the Talking Heads? I don't think so. I don't have an archaeologist, I don't have an athlete, I don't even have someone who has a couple points in them. So that would be very, very risky to try to accomplish. A group of ape-men hunters. Do you believe the correct term is orangs? They give the crew a look. You look quite capable. Would you like to join us in a hunt? Indeed, Padrino's hunter skills are top of the game. No Star's hunting skills are nothing short of amazing. No Star. Is that... What? Did I miss something? The rings are very impressed and sing praise. Alright, cool. I'm very confused, but that's alright. There is a wits challenge here that I would not mind going to. We have 11 supplies, so we can probably afford to take the extra time to go back in this direction. So let's do it. A military sloop all the way from China. Both parties are curious and exchange pleasantries. Hildegard is a okay tactician, and she will give this a try. Did not manage it. That's too bad. And Hildegard talked for way too long, about a tactical idea as if it was her own, but originated from China. Okay. That is the wrong 2. That should be 2 O's. Oh well. Let's continue. Sometimes currents are just a pain. There's nothing to do here, but we do get 1 collect from something. Let's go find another stupa, shall we? Green Komodo Dragon, definitely. And tremors from the ground reveal a secret area. We are not going to go there. That's way too far away. We would never make it back without losing a bunch of debuffs. And we've already gotten the treasure from that several times, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, the Hidden Horde. Wow, okay, that was convenient. We'll go ahead and grab the secret, sure. And another combat here. You're not sure what kind of crazy seeds the avians here have been swallowing, but it makes them super annoying. Alright, let's end that. Merlin, are you being super annoying? No, you're not. You're just laying in the lap, being very good. Yes. Hi. What a good boy. It doesn't happen very often, so I've got to point it out when it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't look offended. You know it's true. Like, well, it's very rude to point it out. You're supposed to just, you know, keep it on the down low. There you go. Keep it on the down low. That's what it is. Let's buff up Padrino here. Make sure he can get some good stuff done over here with party time. I think he probably would have anyway, but I didn't want to risk it. And now he can take out all 3 very, very easily. And let's see. Can Hojo take out one of these? Close. Let's see if he rolls high. You never know. Did not. Rolled a little high, actually, just not quite high enough. Uh-oh, I'm gonna hug the Merlin. He's in my lap, but he stood up. Time for a hug. Cats do not like getting hugged, but he's relatively tolerant. Relatively. Yes, sometimes. Sometimes. We're being very tolerant right now because he's been alone all day, and I am the first human to return home. So I am the best person in the world at the moment. That will change very, very quickly as soon as my wife gets home. She's definitely the favorite, which, to be fair, she's the one who raised them, so, you know, I suppose I can understand why she might be the favorite human. She had them for a little over 4 years before I met them. They are 9.5 now. So they have now spent, at this point, the majority of their lives with me as well, but only just barely. And we are still very, very attached to the original human that raised them from kittens. Unfortunately, they were part of a very, very large litter, and that was born in her hometown in Arkansas. And very, very sadly, all of their siblings are gone. Did not survive to the age that they are now. In her hometown, as probably is true of most southern hometowns, I would guess, almost all cats are outdoor cats, or at the very best, indoor-outdoor cats, where they can go in and out. And you know, outdoor cats just don't last very long. There's all sorts of things that happen to them. Even though cats are pretty wily and can generally take care of themselves, eventually coyotes, people, and cars do end up getting most of them. And unfortunately, all of the brothers and sisters of these two are now gone. They were the only two to become indoor cats, and they have no idea how good they have it. No clue at all. Every once in a while, this guy comes to the door when we come in and tries to consider sneaking out and taking a look at the outside world. And he has no idea just how good he has it in here. Do you? No. It's like, well, you two go outside for most of the day. There must be something good out there, right? If only you knew, Merlin. If only you knew. The crew is quietly cruising on the swimming Albatross II when Padrino notices a weird structure below the surface. Let's go for a dive, indeed. Get another Komodo dragon. The crew's senses are enhanced like that of the dragon. All crew members gain survival spotting. Oh, wow, okay. Did Padrino already have that? He probably did. He did. That was unfortunate. Oh, well. Let's continue. Exotic fish. Okay, 3 collect. Sure. Some free mugs, which isn't great, but we also got some collect, at least. And a technique challenge. Chances are we're not going to be very good at this, but we'll give it a try. Dharma is busy. Can we steal goods? Let's not even try. Let's just talk to them. We will, we'll take a free mug and a collect and leave. And now we are down to 1 supply. There is another stupa here. Is that worth grabbing? It might be good. Let's go ahead. Yeah, another stupa. Oh, you can't. Okay, interesting. I was wondering if you could do a 4th one, but it turns out you cannot. So we'll just do the red tiger and get some encounters and some experience points too. We will take some debuffs because I chose to do that. I was willing to do it just to find out what was going to happen. I've never seen your kind around here. What are you up to? Trying to steal our goods? No, not at all. We're going to diplomatically ease the tensions, and we share a drink and get some secrets and a supply, which is very important because that will prevent us from taking that last debuff. And now we can go to the end. The Mountain and the Ancestors. Boba was last seen going here, and you might say the place looks positively treasury. All right, let's take a look. Hildegard opens the door of the shrine, and there is a room flanked by waterfalls. And a sentient door guards the passage ahead. Incredible. Play Konglak with me, win and you may pass. Ah, good. It was level 5, that's great. Padrino can take the game board and make a boat out of it. Playing games is boring. Rafting off a waterfall, that's more explorer-like. Padrino picks up the board, tells the crew to hop in, and pushes it off the waterfall. All you hear the stone door say is rad, fading into the night. Let's hope it gets you where it needs to be. And we're cruising off a waterfall, I assume. The crew's pretty mortified, and it's up to Padrino to navigate the currents and avoid death. Here comes the first rock, and indeed, we can easily pass it. Alright, death averted, great. The next heap of rocky, sharp death is coming your way fast. Time for Padrino to shine again, and he can indeed do so very easily. Padrino has no choice but to skillfully crash the boat into the rocks. In doing so, he creates smaller boards in which the crew manages to stay on and race down the lake at the end of the rapids. They did teach you surfing at Explorer School. That does seem important, especially if you're going to go to somewhere exotic like Hawaii, right? As the crew rushes down the lake, they see an altar next to it, and Bobo is on the altar. So we did skip by several checks there that we would have had difficulty with, so that's very nice. With a big splash to the lake, the crew makes an entrance. The priests are shocked. Like real super disoriented heroes, Hildegard and the crew crawl out of the lake and release Bobo immediately. Stop sacrificing our friend. I'm so sorry, but I can't do that. But we are a level 1 tactician, so we are somewhat tactically prepared, I suppose. Alright, and here we are in the final fight. We'll see how this goes. This will be very interesting. It looks like there is a very good position for a party time in here. Let's take a look and see what the damage would be like if we did that. Decent, but not incredible. Okay. Alternatively, we could back up, take out these two, and see what it looks like next turn. And I think we are going to do that. That not only gives party time a turn to level itself up a bit, but it also gives us the opportunity to possibly buff Padrino if we would like. That is my pencil. You may share it if you would like. Would you like to share my pencil, Merlin? It's like, well, clearly, I wouldn't be reaching out to grab it if I didn't. Huh, we can't actually one-shot this guy, so I guess we'll use a combination of Hildegard and Hojo. There you go, you can play with it. I wasn't getting mad at you, I was just wondering. Like, well, it's no good if I'm allowed to have it. It's only fun if you didn't want me to take your pen. Right? Yeah, we're just gonna lay back down and look smug now. Okay, that's fine. I don't think cats have another default expression. It's pretty much smug or pouty, and that's the extent of it. At least for Merlin. That was kind of this guy. He just excited Padrino for us. That may come in handy. Ooh, Dharma moved into an interesting position there. I don't think we have as good of an AoE as I would like, unfortunately. Well, it's not bad, actually. It's not bad. Can we get there? Yeah, we can. Let's do it. Now, we did excite Dharma with that, which is definitely not what we would prefer. I'm going to walk Hojo over here to take out this Master of Trance. Don't want her to be in the picture, definitely. And then we will use Hildegard's Impressed to get Dharma out of Excited, which is very important. There we go. Not bad. We might lose Padrino here, especially if Hojo attacks him, which he probably will, because Padrino did a lot of damage to him. Okay, no, Hildegard attacked last, and that overwrote the damage that Padrino had done. That does sometimes happen if you do enough, but I'm still a little surprised. Okay, very nice. We are going to keep everyone alive, it looks like. Yep, looks like it. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Pretty happy with that. We'll go ahead and use Excited first because we don't want that to be on him at the end of the turn, and it still has the minus 25 speech defense, so it doesn't really matter that he's used it first. Ooh, can we actually take him out this turn? Doesn't look like we will be able to. No, we will not be able to. Just barely. In that case, we should probably focus on doing something more worthwhile with our time. We could heal Padrino, and that's probably the right thing to do here. Get everyone back up to full health. That does leave Hojo alone against these guys. I'm tempted to just run. Just run over here instead. It does mean that Hojo will probably take enough damage that he will go down next turn, but we should have no problem taking out Dharma after that. And I don't believe we have lost a single resolve yet in this campaign, so it's not the end of the world if we lose one right here. Well, he decided to attack Hildegard, which is kind of nice. Hojo may survive if other people choose Hildegard. Okay, he did. Yeah, Hildegard's actually decently tanky at the moment, which is kind of surprising to me, but... Okay, and here's the attack that's probably going to take Hojo down. Yep, just barely did enough. That's too bad. There was a chance there that we wouldn't have lost a resolve, and that would have been nice, but that's okay. We still have 7 left. Not a big deal, and we should be able to easily take out Dharma right here. There is our friendly champion. We only get half credit for it because Rivalo did it first, but at least we got it, and we'll start working on the next level of it. We are doing okay against Rivalo in terms of points. Not amazing, but okay. Alright, your polite questioning of the need for sacrificing clowns has made Dharma think. You know, you're right. Maybe music is a better way to spread the trance. Okay. You quickly free Bobo, who is deeply grateful. Now all you need is a treasure. Luckily, it's teeming with valuables left behind by the temple. Why don't we just take them all? Right? But here we go. We get the Prajna Paramita. And what do we want? 4 renown from Collect? Wouldn't be bad. 4 renown from Treasure Hunt actually doesn't look too shabby either. Or 3 Treasure Hunts, which wouldn't be terrible either. We'll probably just take the Treasure Hunts. We don't really need the renown. Again, it's Emperor's Challenge. And we got some extra points for renown anyway. Alright, and there's the Anagogic Archipelago completed. Only 2 treasures, pretty low on, but we do get 3 insight at least, and 1 more from our paper, 1 more supply from our paper there, and 8 encounter for each level of Beguiler. We are so slowly starting to stack those up, which is great. We actually did not get a perk from Bobo. I'm surprised. I figured because we had bought a perk from him earlier, he would allow us to get the other one. That doesn't appear to be the case, so buying Bobo at all if you're planning on going to the Anagogic Archipelago is the wrong choice. I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Almost 3,000 status in this this expedition. Yeah, pretty good amount of status. Alright, Rivalo's points are hidden now. He's going to get some extra points for saving llamas, and we will agree to take 5-star missions. What city do we want to unlock? We already unlocked Beijing, which is great. We can unlock a new entourage hall in Rio de Janeiro, and we're definitely going to do that, given the amount of status that we have. We can also afford to do a few more papers, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Start on engineering, I suppose. Extra research from Collect is not bad. We could also just grab the hyperspeed airship if we got enough. That would give us the new shop unlock, which would be interesting. Some points for gain 3,000 status. Only 1 more level of this left. We'll have to see if we can get it. We'll spend all of our insight now because there's no reason to hold on to it. We do have 1 point available here for lobbyist recruiter. Let's go ahead and grab a couple lobbyists. Why not? We could probably grab a couple more and not run out, but we do have this new entourage shop, so let's take a look at it. Monstro, Tupi, and Pachacuti. Something like that. athlete, quick thinker, and survivalist. We do not have unpredictable, so quick and unpredictable is an option. Also, survivalist, tracking, or navigation are both an option. Wow. Okay. Probably get to level 6. Level 6 is the last level where new dialogue options appear, so it's more important to get survivalist to level 6 than it is to get quick thinker to level 7. I don't know which one I want here. Probably navigation might come in handy more often. I don't know. Oh, wow, and this is really good. 10 status extra from campaign is insane. We will grab that. It's not going to help us as much as it could have at this point, but you can't get it until this level anyway, as far as I know. Beguiler charms for seduction. That could come in handy. We're missing charms. Sure, let's grab that. There we go. And one more here. Diplomat, naturalist, or engineer. Probably the diplomat. Politics or language? Politics is available for us. And there we go. Alright, so we've got a level 6 diplomat, a level 6 survivalist, and a level 6 quick thinker, along with a level 5 beguiler, which is all pretty good. Alright, what now? Well, we have our gold. We also have enough insight to spend all... I mean, we have to spend all of it, right? So let's pick the person who's going to give us the most value here. Probably going to be Hildegard technically, but Hojo will offer a lot more gold for the same amount, and at this point, gold is more valuable to me. So we're going to have Hojo spend the insight. And we have quite a few to spend here, so here goes. And we are kind of out of things that I wanted to buy with my campaign. So I suppose we should go ahead and grab a couple lobbyists. And that's all we will probably be able to afford, but that is fine. Why not grab them at this point? I know, grabbing them earlier would have been better, but we weren't really in dire straits for a campaign, as you can see. Let's go ahead and grab that one. That will let us unlock the secret shop if we would like, or the improved cargo. Both of those would be very, very nice. I don't think we're going to be able to get both. That would be a little unlikely. Maybe if we spent some of our insight on discoveries? I don't know. Let's take a look. No, 38 to 60 research for that. We already get 46 to 78 here, which is basically the same, or very, very close. So might as well just keep spending our insight on this. And I'm basically just hoping to get one more paper so we can get that shop. That's all I'm really hoping for. 2 more insight left. I think we will. Yep, there we go. The paper just popped. So we can decide to take that secret shop if we would like, and I think I will. Very, very good defensive items in there. And it's always nice to grab those right before the last expedition. Makes Rivalo have a very hard time taking us down. I'm going to do that over the supplies. That would take us to 19 supplies, which is probably some of the most I've ever seen, but I'd rather have the secret shop. Are we going to get it? Yes, we did get our last stats collector. Very good. That's going to put us solidly ahead of Rivalo. And we've completed our stats collector quest entirely, which is great. One more rank of friendly champion to get as well. We probably will not get 7 encounters in the last area, though. And even if we did, we would not reach our current record of 128, I believe, was our highest score total. And this extra 7 would not do it, so it's not a big deal either way. Yeah, we're a ways away from getting another research paper, so not going to worry about that. Not that we have a way to get it, but worth looking at. And here's our secret shop. What do we want here? We could grab some interesting hero things. Ghost General could be nice for Hildegard. Could help finish off her tactician ranks. But let's think about what we need for Shangri-La, right? We need a quick thinker, which we have. We need an athlete or survivalist, which we have. And we need a archaeologist or a tactician, which we do not have. So that is going to be the key. Can we get archaeologist or tactician ready for the Cave of Cranes? So maybe Ghost General is the way to go. However, in order to unlock the perks on Ghost General, you need to have 80 evasion, which we don't. So is there a cheaper way to get those Tactician perks? Let's take a look. Tactician Notes would be a way. We haven't used any of our trinket slots, really. That would give her Tactician level 3. Is there any other shops that have items that give Tactician perks? Tactician Offense, yes, for 400. So that would get us to Tactician level 4. And with a tool, that would probably be enough to ensure that Cave of the Crane is, decently doable. Tactician Military History we already have, right? Yeah, so this one is not going to be an option. It gives 5 attack power anyway, so not really one that was going to help us out that much regardless. We'll grab the Tactician's Notes. The buff on that doesn't help us at all, 15% attack, but that's okay. And grab the Sheriff's Badge as well. Gain extra attack and speech defense. Again, not real helpful, but that's not why we're getting them. We're getting them so we have a level 4 Tactician. Very important. Sell all these mugs. And let's go check out our secret shop again. Now, I'm aware we probably could have afforded 2 defensive items if we had not bought these Tactician levels. But again, getting those Tactician levels is very important for us. And who do we want to have our defenses? That is a great question. I don't actually know. We could grab the Epic Tactician armor for Hildegard. That would make her a level 5 Tactician. Let's do that. So she's our tank. There you go. Our tank has been chosen. And we now have a level 5 Tactician on top of everything else. So that should make the Shangri-La fairly easy to get everything we need, all the keys. That does mean that no one else is going to be very tanky. Padrino has a decent amount of grit, but that's about all. But Hildegard's 83 speech defense and 75 armor is very, very good. So we'll try to put her in the front. That's going to be hard for me to remember. Hildegard is not typically a frontliner, but it's good in this case, right? Very, very good. Yeah. We could grab Hero of Legends and make her a level 4 Archaeologist as well. That might have actually been more efficient than grabbing the Tactician in retrospect. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go check out our other shops. And we can get some better books if we would like. We're a little short to get one of the legendary books, unfortunately. But we could grab a master book for both Hildegard and Hojo, or we could just go to our first shop and buy some general defensive items that would help us stay alive a little bit longer. And that might be a smart choice. Hojo could use some extra speech defense, definitely. So let's go ahead and just get a master memento. Alternatively, these two are both scouts. We could grab boots. That might be worthwhile. Extra armor, extra speech defense, extra grit is just great all the way around. So yeah, let's do that. There we go. Both of them are going to be a little bit tankier now and able to dodge more abilities, which is very nice. Okay, we still have a 2700 status and nothing we really would like to do with it. We could just buy a bunch of random helper entourages just to do so, just to use up the renown, or just, use up the. Actually, there's a person here we can buy. We don't need hunting, we don't need Beautiful Smile, we don't need piloting, but we could fill out Beautiful Smile on Hildegard just to get more encounters at the end of the next mission. Remember, we get extra encounter for every level of Beguiler we have, so why not? Again, we've got the points, right? Okay, I think that finishes off every store. No big deal. We'll just float with 2300 campaign. That's cool. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you again next time for the final in Shangri-La. Hopefully we can get a new treasure. We're on pace. That friendly campaign idol from the Sintamani orb is almost within our grasp. Let's see how it goes. If you enjoyed the video, please consider putting a like on it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the run. Also, if you have been watching Darkest Dungeon, keep watch for a new episode coming out later tonight, number 14. It's a special one. If you've been watching Darkest Dungeon, you will not want to miss it. And I look forward to seeing you there and seeing your comments in the comments section on that video as well. Thank you very much for everyone who watches both of my series. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I will see you next time.